Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to you beautiful brave hearts worldwide. I want to talk about something, and I just want you to know that I want this to be a positive, not a negative, and I'm not putting down any other therapies, any type of body work, okay, or anything like that. And I really need people to get this. You know, the reality is there's a really great saying, and it's true. You can't do better until you know better. And to know better, you're going to have to do your own research. To know better, you're going to have to dig. You're going to have to move the rock. You're going to have to go into the cave. You're going to have to fly higher than you've ever flown before. And understand something, when I said that, fly higher, for me that meant first love yourself. And that's what you actually need to do, is to first love yourself, or you won't do anything different. If you don't love yourself first and foremost, you'll follow the majority. You'll go to the medical system for all your needs because guess what? You'll believe that's all that you deserve. And understand something, and I'm going to say this right now. People end up in the nursing home. They end up in the hospital. They end up not participating. They end up feeling old. And do you know why? Well, I'm going to tell you why. First, because of injuries. Okay. All right. Let me just say this. How many of you will give me this statement? Okay. When you come to see me or go to see another therapist. You know what? I used to be an athlete. Well, we were all athletes at one time. And what is your definition of an athlete? An athlete is somebody that is healthy enough to play sports, healthy enough to enjoy their life, healthy enough to break records. Understand something right now, and I'm going to tell you this. In the natural health industry, so forget the medical health industry. I'm not even going to talk about that right now. We'll get to that in a minute. But in the natural health industry, they don't deal with that. Listen, I know chiropractors that do adjustments that help to change lives and save lives. But understand something. Adjusting and putting the joint in place or the spine in place is not the key. The key to set you free is to get the calcium back into your bones and to get the scar tissue changed back into beautiful connective tissue. And I know I'm right. And I want somebody to come on and challenge me, because understand something, we have the holy grail of healing for the physical body. And I'm not kidding. We do. We offer a money back guarantee. I don't see other body workers out there giving a money back guarantee that the first treatment we do will out-surpass everything you've ever got from anyone else. And I don't do this because I'm trying to steal business away from other people. That's not why I do this. I do this to tell you that we've all been scammed and jammed. And that's the God's truth. The reality is this. Think about it. Remember when you were little and you sprained your ankle? Remember when you pulled your shoulder out? Remember when you hurt your neck? Remember when you had a concussion? Remember when you felt like a rib popped out? Okay? Remember when you had all that pain in your abdomen? Okay? Remember when your knee hurts and it just kind of, first it was just a little tinkle hurt? Or remember when you ripped your meniscus or you damaged cartilage? Well, I don't care. You go ahead and have the surgery if you want. Okay, go ahead and have the surgery. And after the surgery, you may tell me you have no pain left. Do you know why? Because there's so much scar tissue in there that it's wrapped around the nerves and you don't feel any pain, but guess what? You don't have any range of motion. Oh, tell me that, you know, there are people that go for surgery and they still go play sports. But the majority of people that go for surgery, they come out, they have no pain. Oh, I have no more pain. Yeah, but you don't have the range of motion you had even before you went into surgery. And that's the God's truth. So understand something. We'll get to the surgery in a second. But now let's go back to the injuries. Do you know what everybody does? They talk about their war wounds. Okay, their war wounds. Oh my God, I remember when I got this, when I scored the goal for the soccer team and we won the game. Well, good. Hang on to the story, but let go of the damage. Oh yeah, I still have a limp from it. Okay, my back still hurts. My hip still hurts. My knee still hurts. My ankle still hurts. Okay, guys, really? Okay, this is what we do. We love to complain and we love to explain. No, we don't. We're programmed to complain and explain because the therapies out there don't address getting the calcium back into the bones and the scar tissue back into connective tissue. I mean, my phone number is 469-861-8884. I'm challenging a physiotherapist or any other body worker out there or anybody in the health field to come on and do a show with me and tell me that I'm full of BS, a dysfunctional belief system. I'm not. I've hit the holy grail. We can take anyone, cane, walker, wheelchair, and get them out of there, okay? And then you're gonna go, oh yeah, BS, wheelchair. Well, understand something. Most of the people in wheelchairs today, okay, are emotionally crippled. That's why they're in the wheelchair. And now, I'm not saying all of them, so don't come and attack me and try to pick on me, because it's not gonna work anymore. You know what, I've been on here so much that guess what, the bullies just keep coming, the haters keep coming, but I'm speaking the truth and I'm trying to share it with everybody. And you need to get this. You know what, let me just say this, okay? I'm gonna say it again. You go into my library, go watch Medical Mafia, go watch the Rockefeller Report, and I'm gonna tell you this right now. The Rothschilds, okay? The Rothschilds have been our jailers, okay? Our jailers, okay? And they've been our jailers for thousands of years. You're gonna go, what, thousands of years? You don't know what you're talking about. No, you don't know. You don't know. You don't know better until you know better. You don't know that the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, all these families have put us into this situation. You don't know that they've created the whole health system so that you'll always be crippled. You don't understand that they believe that they were sanctioned by their God, okay, to be the jailers, okay, and to actually poison our food, poison our water, and poison the whole health system. I mean, look at when I got out of school, the first thing I did, okay, when I went to massage school, you can go there for 2 years and come out and still not even know what you're doing. And the reality is almost every government approved school, if they teach body work, it's crappy. It's crappy. Okay, I got my doctorate in acupuncture. I don't use that anymore because it does move energy. It does balance things. But unless it changes the scar tissue back into connective tissue, you're never going to have your youth again. You're never going to have your flexibility. You're never going to be able to flex or extend, okay, whatever, because you're locked up because of calcium and scar tissue. So think about this. I want you to start walking around and just think about it as you go and look at everyone else and everybody that you go, hey, how'd you get that? How'd you get that limp? Oh, they'll say they got it from an injury, but the biggest injury that's happening out there right now is people are eating themselves to death. 99 out of 100 people are poisoning themselves. You know, they'll talk about this, they'll talk about that, you know, but the reality is this. You know, people are addicted. They are addicted to so much crap, you wouldn't believe it. I will not go to any family. Look, I will go, I promise, I swear on the Bible that I will go to every family gathering and I will be the light, I will be the joy, I will be the one that uplifts, but I will not eat the crap. I will not talk about the crap, okay? I will not take it in. I will not do it. I refuse it. If there's a talk about politics or government or if there's a talk about people being sick and how I have to go to the doctor, I got to go on my drugs, I got to do all these things, I will leave the room and I will not say a word. I will not say, I don't want to hear this, because guess what? That's not up to me. I'm not going to judge. I'm just going to lovingly leave the room. And the reality is I'm not going to eat, I'm not going to drink, and I'm not going to think. I'm going to corruption, and people don't even know they're corrupt. I mean, if we weren't corrupt, 8 billion people would have overthrown these psychos already, okay? And and if you had people supporting you, the things that you already think but you never say, you would just say them and do them. Well, I'm going to say them and I'm going to do them. I'm not living on a planet where I have to shut up, and I'm going to say what I feel, and I'm not telling you I'm right. I'm telling you I'm giving you just another opinion. And the opinion is this. Even if you were 2 years old and you injured yourself, that injury will go all the way with you until you are in your 80s, 90s, until you leave. And guess what? We can even go in, and don't believe me, why don't you ask your medical doctor? Okay, when people pass on, they can go in there and they will see every injury from the time that you got here as a baby until you're older. Why? Because of scar tissue and because of displaced calcium, because the more traumatic it is on an emotional and physical level, the injury, okay, you will pull more calcium from the body, and you will also pull, your connective tissue will turn into scar tissue. Well, just as your connective tissue turned into scar tissue, your scar tissue can turn back into connective tissue, and your calcium can come back into the bones. Calcium ion therapy, if you go to my website, docofdetox.com, and go into my library, you're going to find out that calcium ion therapy will get all the calcium back in your bones, even if you're in your 90s. We've had people where their bones were crumbling. You know what? I love talking like this because it really irritates some people, and other people go, oh my God, is he telling the truth? And what if he is? Well, the reality is I'm right on here. I mean, I can't hide it. If I were talking to one person, maybe I could get away with it, right? But right now, okay, this video will reach probably 50,000 people, believe it or not, because understand something, my videos are going all over the world where people can't afford to even come to me, where people can't get to me because they live too far. And do you know why? Because I'm going to keep coming on here and I'm going to show things. Like this afternoon, I'll be coming on later. I'm going to show how to loosen up your shoulders, your upper neck, okay? And I'm going to keep doing this because everybody is my brother and sister, even if they don't like me, even if they so-called hate me. It doesn't matter. They're my brother and sister, and we're all going to go back to the same source, so we'll leave that alone for now. But the reality is surgery causes more scar tissue than anything else on this planet. So go ahead. You go get your surgery, all right? But if you do go get your surgery and you don't get non-surgical and you don't know how to do clapping and you don't understand DMSO and you don't understand pain away essential oil and you don't understand a cell-sonic, which is the most powerful treatment in the world, 25,000 volts and a love harmonic that can decalcify right down to the mitochondrial level, that can actually turn scar tissue back into connective tissue because we're electrical magnetic being. If you don't know about cardio med bed, which will bring back perfect circulation, even as somebody who has a 93% blockage in their heart and is booked for surgery, all I need is 37 hours on that bed, and we will totally give them a new set of arteries. They'll have a brand new heart. And you know what? This is stuff that people don't know, and you're not supposed to know this. So I'm going to tell you something right now, whether it's a knot here or you had whiplash. Oh, I love this one. Everybody who has whiplash, you know what? This is so programmed into people. Once people have whiplash, they think they're crippled for life. I'm going to tell you something right now. If you got non-surgical, okay, all right, you got some cell-sonic, goodbye whiplash. Now what are you going to complain about? Okay, if you've got a knee problem and you've got a knee brace on, what are you doing that for? What does a knee brace do? You know what? I'm just going to say this. Okay, do we get pain? Okay, do we get pain? Do we get stiffness? Okay, and do we get all of these things because of lack of surgery? Or do we get them because of lack of drugs? Or do we get them because of a lack of a knee brace? That's it, a knee brace, that's the cure. There's the cure. No, the cure is using Wolf non-surgical and going in with your elbow. Okay, all right, I'm in Orlando here. Okay, so anybody in Orlando that's limping or got a shoulder problem, got a spine problem, that wants to come, you'll have to come here and we'll do a live, and I don't know you, and let's just out me out and see if I don't know what I'm talking about. All right, so if anybody is from around the area of Orlando, my phone number is 469-861-8884. Now, some of you are going to go, that's 469-861-8884. Some of you are going to go, you know what, he's awful cocky. Well, I haven't even started. I haven't even started to get cocky. And do you know why? Because believe it or not, 1 out of 10,000 people out there want what I have. Okay? Want what I truly have. And they're going to go all the way. You know, they'll come, they'll search it out, they'll understand that 1 and 1 are 2, not 11. And I'm a licensed massage therapy. Yes, what you do is true. Yes, it is. And a licensed massage therapist, you guys, you know what? You pay way too much money. You can come and take my course, my Wolf non-surgical course, for $6,500. Okay, and I'll give you a money-back guarantee that will blow your mind the first day. And also, guess what? We will also refer people to you. We refer people to everywhere. I don't even have a clinic right now. I've got a small clinic in Canada, but I don't even run out of a clinic. Everybody, I send all my practitioners, and we also do trainings for all our practitioners. Which, guess what? Every massage school, and you guys went for 2 years. Massage therapists go to school for 2 years, and I'll tell you what I'll do. Okay, I will take someone that has taken my course only once. It's 12 days, and then I will put them up against any registered massage therapist. And I'm not doing this. I'm doing this to prove a point, because I went and I became a registered massage therapist. And I'm going to tell you something. That was a 2-year course. And when I came out of that course, okay, all right, I was out for only 6 months, and I said, I am not doing this, okay? No more petrissage, no more massaging, no more trigger point therapy where I hold my thumb there, okay? All right, guys, it's almost as bad as physiotherapy. And I don't care if people get mad at me. I'm not there for the therapists. I'm here for the millions of people that are being fooled. Okay, because if you're not getting rid of their scar tissue and turning it back into connective tissue, if you're not getting the calcium back into the bones, and if they don't feel younger and if they come in limping and they walk down the stairs and they need help with the railing, okay, 8 times out of 10, when I work on them, whether it's the hip or the knee, they walk up without holding the railing. So you need to understand, somebody with a sinus problem, we can go in with Wolf non-surgical, and guess what? I have a deviated septum and I've got to go for surgery. We've never had anybody go for surgery after we have worked on them for 5 minutes. It's a scar tissue calcification issue. It's not true. And they're going to go, see this here? That's a deviated septum. And when you go in there and work on it, it's not there. It's gone. Okay? It's crap. Nobody had deviated septums until 15 years ago, and then all of a sudden now we get deviated septums. You notice all the things that just all of a sudden we get? I healed my own injury. Good for you. ACL. And understand something, everybody, you better take massive personal action, because you're being sold off by the pound. And even a lot of the holistic trainings, okay, they don't get to it. You know what? They'll make you feel better. Every training has its place. You know, there's always going to be people that no, Dr. Wolf, I don't want to learn how to do anything. I just want to come for a treatment every 2 weeks. That's fine. You can come for a treatment every 2 weeks. But I will tell you one thing, that if you come take my Wolf non-surgical course, okay, it's 12 days long. We will make you into the most powerful body worker in your area. And that's the truth. And and what do you need to come to any of my courses? You can come to my whole life coach course, and I just love this one too. I'm a whole life coach. Oh yeah, where'd you get that? Oh, online. Oh, I'm a whole life coach. Where'd you get this? I haven't met a whole life coach that came into my whole life coach course, okay, that I didn't have to crack their coconut. And understand something, okay? Things are watered down and twisted. I'm not trying to tell you that I've got the best of everything. I'm trying to tell you I've been teaching courses since I was 28 years old, and I'm 67 years old. So even if I'm as dumb as a stump, and the reality is this, I always go for the best. Every day I try to improve myself by 1%, and I'm not going to stop. I am going to continue making things better and better and better. You should see our manual. I've never seen a massage therapy manual, or a manual even in university, like our Wolf non-surgical manual. And you can test me on that one. I don't have one right here to show you. And even my perfect day guide. Guys, you can pay $150 and get a consultation from one of my master consultants, and they're great. We'll give you a money back guarantee, and we'll give you money back, you know, no questions asked. And for $150, you get a perfect day consult. You get a 1-hour consult. We'll send you the audio. We'll give you the 400-page perfect day manual, which is the best of the best. And I'm telling you, I have learned from the best of the best, and I take whatever is the best. And this is what this manual has been. We've put about $150,000 into this manual over the years. And you'll get that manual, and you'll also get lifetime support, where you can call us from anywhere around the world toll free. Now, why do we do it for $150? Because people have been taught that they're not worth anything. So what am I supposed to do? Charge what we're worth and then nobody comes? People have been taught they're not worth anything. And that's not true. You are worth everything. You are invaluable. And remember something. I'm not telling you I have the best training. I'm trying to tell you that can you give a money back guarantee for your treatments? Can you give hi, Dr. Wolf. The doctor said, okay, I'll go through the questions here, I promise, okay? Before I'm done. I keep forgetting to do that, and I'm not going to forget anymore, okay? But do any of you practitioners give a money back guarantee for your consultation? Naturopathic doctors will charge you anywhere from $350 to $500 for their consult. We'll charge you $150. We'll give you lifetime support. We'll give you a free calling on an 800 number. So understand something. When you start wanting to get into health, you are going to stumble, okay? But we are going to make sure you fall forward, not backwards. And understand, the only reason why you are going to stumble, there's only one reason, because you've been programmed to dishonor yourself. Let me tell you something. How long will you walk around with a shoulder that you can't lift your arm up? How long will you walk around with a neck that you can't do this? How long will you walk around with a limp? How long will you keep on tripping? How long will you keep opting out of life? And understand this, it's not your fault. You're doing it because guess what? You tried everything. Well, I'll give you a money back guarantee on all my courses, all my trainings, all my master classes, all my treatments, and all my consultations. How's that? So the reality is yes, I'm not liked by a few people, and yes, I am cocky, and I get that. But I'm not trying to be, because even the people that don't like me prove that I'm wrong then nicely. And if you can't, then maybe I will do everything I can, and I will give you my work as inexpensively as I can to still keep my doors open. That's the reality here, guys. You know what? I'm going to tell you that, look at, I'm going to say this, and then you're going to go, conspiracy, I get it. But listen, the Rothschilds have done such a great job over 100,000 years. And I did say 100,000. Yeah, that's what kind of a whack job I am. And guess what? We are so programmed that guess what? We'll attack each other because of religion. We'll attack each other because of color. We'll attack each other because of diet. Okay? All right? We'll attack each other because guess what? We don't like what somebody said because it doesn't match our beliefs. And understand something. If I didn't like someone because their beliefs didn't match mine, oh my God, I'd be in such big trouble, wouldn't I? I would be the one that would be injured and I need surgery. And just so everybody knows, I've never had a surgery. Well, I did. I had my tonsils out. That was not my choice. And then I did something else, okay? So that we couldn't have children anymore, which I regret. But I've never had a surgery because anything that, you know, I've had knee problems, I've had neck problems, I've had problems just like you've had them, but I know how to turn them around. Also, what if I were to teach you how to become your own practitioner? What if you had all these techniques? Listen, you come and take my whole life coach certification and your family's not going to have to worry anymore. You're not going to worry anymore. You'll become the hero. If you come and take Wolf Non-Surgical or body work, I'm going to tell you something. You're going to be better than the people that you went to try to fix your body. Okay? My son, Dr. Sage Wolf, is in Australia right now doing a personal treatment and training for a couple. He's going to spend with them 7 days. He's teaching them how to have the perfect day on an emotional and nutritional level. He's going through everything with them. He's staying at their house. He's also teaching them non-surgical. They will be able to work on any part of their body. And I don't know if I can get Sage to do it or if they're shy, but I guarantee you that if they'll come on video in 7 days, they'll tell you that they're better body workers than the body workers they paid for. Why do you think that they paid him to fly all the way to Australia to actually get this? Let me tell you something. Before COVID, when we had our clinic in Kelowna, British Columbia. Now we live in the States and we live in Mexico. I'm going to tell you, we were booked for 9 months straight out, always ahead. The reality is people want this. And I have practitioners that teach this. They go personal treatment and training all over the world. Personal pain-free pregnancy. Okay, personal couples emotional and physical training. Okay, we will go and come to your clinic. Well, it'll be Dr. Sage Wolf or me. We'll come to your clinic and we will teach the therapists in your clinic how to do this. We will go anywhere around the world, and we do give a money-back guarantee. And I will always give a money-back guarantee because I'm going to put my money where my mouth is, because I have a big mouth. And the reality is today, if you don't have a big mouth, look, if you do something really great, you need to be standing in the power of that, because there are people that want great things. And understand that. I am not going to do what anybody else has done that isn't working. Because understand this, you do know that there are, 100 times more natural health practitioners than medical practitioners. And look where we're all going. Because listen, if you want to continue to treat, you're mistreating. You need to treat people, but train them at the same time until they want to go in and do hardcore training where they become their own practitioner. You know what? I'm going to tell you something. Natural health practitioners are paranoid, a lot of them, okay? They're scared that they're not going to make enough money. Well, you're always going to make enough money if your treatments actually work. Look, if you have a treatment where people have gone to almost every other different practitioner out there, and they come to you and you give a money-back guarantee, and you don't give the money back, there's a reason for that. And then they're just going to go out and they're going to tell everybody, which they do. And like I just said, I'm in Orlando, and I will do this. I will invite someone to my condo here, because we're here doing a professional training for some professional health people. And also this Saturday, I'll be with Jim Gale at the Food Forest Abundance in Galt's Landing, just near St. Cloud. If you want to come, there are going to be people there that are really big in the world of health and healing in different aspects. There are going to be different people from different parts of government that are actually working with Jim Gale. Now, this is called Path to Freedom. And I'll be giving a 15-minute lecture there. And also, I'll be with Jim Gale on Wednesday night. I'm going to his house for supper, and I'm going to get him to do a show for me. And we'll sit down in his house and we'll do a show. I don't know exactly what time. The reality is this. I hope I don't piss too many people off, because I seem to always do that. And I know I come out of the gate really strong. But the reality is I want you to know it's just not another story, because you have to understand, I don't want you to follow me. I don't want you to continually come to me or my therapists. Okay? All of my therapists have been trained to make you into the therapist. Why can't we go from victim to hero, from patient to practitioner? And you can go from a practitioner all the way in getting your doctorate. And you may not believe this, but when people get their doctorate through us, by the time they get their doctorate, they owe no money. Because the first time you come and take a New World Practitioner course, the Whole Life Coach, Wolf Non-Surgical, and if you're a woman, you'll probably take the 3-day pelvic course too. Guess what? Right away when you leave, you're making money. And if you do the Whole Life Coach and the New World, if you do the New World Practitioner course, which is the Whole Life Coach for 9 days, and then the Wolf Non-Surgical for 12 days, you can open up a practice right then. We will actually build you a website. And if you think that they're chintzy, they're not. You will get my library. You'll get my whole shop. You will get, and then you will design it the way you want it, the way you feel about it. And understand. And do you know what we charge? I don't charge. We charge $2,250, for a website that should be about $8,000, And that's because I've hired someone to do that. And then you're going to get, I'm not kidding, You're going to have my phone number. You can call me as often as you want. Ask any practitioner. This is not make-believe, because my practitioners are my gold. Okay, we are creating practitioners all over the world with BHN University. And you will get, okay, 2 to 3 trainings a week. Did you get that? And those are free, okay? You can utilize everything. Every book I've ever written, you can put your name on it, take my name out, okay? Patients are out here and people are going, what? No, there's no such thing as copyright with me. You can use all my videos. You can take all my information. Let me tell you something. In today's world, it's like this. They try to give us these rules that stop us from growing and being our authentic self. Well, bullshit. Excuse my language, shouldn't have said it, but that I am so done with that. I am giving everything from my heart to everyone. I am not holding back on anything. Listen to me. If you know what I've gone through to get to where I've got to, and I don't want anyone else to do that. I want all my practitioners, my patients become practitioners, and I want all my practitioners to be better than me. If you don't believe me, you come to my course. First thing I say the first day is you're going to do this. You're never going to thank me. You're never going to thank me. You're never going to follow me. And what else are you going to do? You're going to leave here saying, I am going to do better work than Dr. Wolf has done. I will take his stuff and I will make it better than he has done it. And that is where we're going. We can't go anywhere else. And if we go here, then we will change the world. But we're never changing the world. We're changing ourselves first. And then we can't change anyone else. We can only change others because they see what we are and they want to become it. I can't change anyone. I can get them excited that guess what? I'm going to show you how to do this. And I'm not going to let you stumble. Well, you might stumble, but I'm not going to let you fall and stay down. My practitioners don't have to stay down. This phone number will, look at, guys, this phone number, this is only for practitioners, this phone. And guess what? I answer it all the time. No practitioner waits for more than 24 hours, and that would be unusual. Most of them don't wait for more than an hour. And even when I'm doing my courses, let me tell you something. If I don't eat, and if I don't drink, and if I don't think, okay, and connect myself to Source God, okay, I can't pull this off. So I can't care if you don't like me. I can't care if you think I'm full of BS, but I will tell you, you have the right to challenge me. You have the right to question me because there is no authority over you. And why should you believe me? Definitely, why should you believe me? Nobody hardly ever talks like this. And who in the hell does he think he is? I was created by God Almighty and I'm going to act like it. That's what I'm going to do. And as long as I'm on this planet, I'm going to show that every person out there has genius and every person can become a practitioner all the way to getting their doctorate in natural medicine and their doctorate in indigenous medicine from us. And I'm going to tell you, people go, well, I really like to do it, but guess what? I didn't even finish high school. I don't care. Let me tell you something right now. I don't care if you didn't finish high school. It means nothing to me. I want to know if you finished loving and caring for yourself, or even if you want to start doing it. And the reality is this, is guess what? You know what? To be a medical doctor in all that confusion, no wonder you think it's too hard. Well, guess what? They make it that way. And then guess what? Well, if the doctors can't heal us, then nobody could. Are you like out of your skull? Their job was never to heal us. Their job was never to heal us. That wasn't their job. My doctor healed me? No, he didn't. Listen, God created you and your body healed you, even despite all of the terrible therapy and treatments and drugs you're doing. And the reality is this, you may not be in pain right now, but you're on drugs. And if you're not on drugs, you have so much scar tissue, your body has numbed you out. That's the deal. Let's make this perfectly clear. And let me tell you something right now. I'm not changing. There is no government system that's going to change me. And there's nobody out here that's going to come on here and go, oh, he's a fraud. He's not a doctor. You know, the reality is this. You know, I had my own country turn on me, for God's sakes. You know, Canada. And God love them anyway, right? But the reality is that, you know, they took a whole year to put a show together. Okay? Listen, now I know I'm doing good work. Okay? Listen to me. Become a threat. Become a threat. Become a rebel. Okay? Find your power. Everybody down here is a piece to the puzzle. Okay? The piece to the puzzle of freedom. And the reality is God, you know what? People have the worst definition of freedom, because I'll tell you something. This is a slave planet, because we don't even need to have money down here. We don't need to have any currencies down here. Just think about it. Everybody could have a house. There's enough food to grow. You know what? Okay, so there's 8 billion people. I hope you know there could be 100 billion people here, and that's not too many people on this planet. You do know that, right? And the reality is this, okay? We've got these powerful families, very powerful families that have been around for centuries. I said centuries. And they've been orchestrating this and strategizing. My God, you haven't even strategized how to create a perfect day for yourself, on how to eat, think, and think. And then guess what? Mind your own business and go for your passion, go for your purpose, and just go, this is all about me. Oh, you can't do that, because guess what? I'm not saying all religion, but they have religified us, baby. You know what? That if we do just a little bit more for ourselves, it's totally selfish. Well, you better get real selfish. Selfish enough to know how to love the body that God gave you. You know, I've got 50 trillion cells and 500 trillion bacteria that go, this guy loves us. We're going to give him everything we got. Okay? Just know this. People eat crap. They eat crap. Okay? Yeah, go for a walk. Go for a walk. Okay? 40% of the population is obese. That means they are pre-diabetic, or they already are diabetic and they don't even know it. And then I get a call. From this lady, okay? Beautiful lady. She says, my son is 8 years old. And guess what? Okay? He was having like almost like seizures. So I took him to the hospital. And when I did, they tested him, and they tested his blood sugar levels. And they said, my son is a diabetic and they're going to put him on insulin. And I said, they're going to put him on insulin? He's 8 years old. He is not a diabetic. I said, let's think about this. What did you do? And I said, oh my God, it was just Halloween. He goes, oh, I was trying to get him to stop to eat all that sugar. So see, here's a mother who has a child, who loves her child, who can't put one and one together, that the kid poisoned himself with sugar. And guess what? I said, they want me to come back in tomorrow. I said, if it was my child, I wouldn't go. You do whatever you need to do. I'm not getting involved in that part. I never get involved in between a person and the medical system. I'm not doing it. And it's not because I'm scared of them. God, I think they're scared of me. Seriously. Now, the reality is this. She calls me back 24 hours later and says, he's fine. He's right back to normal. I said, great. Now get all the sugar out of the house. And guess what? Your son is going to be an alcoholic or a drug addict. What do you mean? I go, what do I mean? Well, most children know how to stop. I said, there's something emotionally out of balance with your son, because the reality is he wouldn't eat so much sugar. He wouldn't eat so much sugar if he wasn't trying to get, okay, a dopamine serotonin drop, meaning a flood in his body. So he feels sad somewhere, or he feels angry about something, or depressed. So he's using sugar, because why do you think it's everywhere? Sugar's everywhere because guess what? Sugar causes serotonin and dopamine, okay, flooding, which makes you feel better. And then you feel like crap because you pay for it because you didn't do it right. Where if you would have smiled and helped someone out or did something nice for yourself, guess what? You get to dump it. And that's how you dump it. You dump it by loving yourself, caring for yourself, helping people. And when somebody says, Dr. Wolf, you're a fraud, you go, I love you anyway. Because if I got angry at them, I'd be dumping histamine, adrenaline, and cortisol. So I said to her, your son, if he's not eating sugar, he's dumping histamine, adrenaline, and cortisol into his body. So the sugar is making him feel better at the time that he's eating it. We are killing our kids and we're killing ourselves, and we're sugar junkies between the corn syrup, between all of the so-called zero sugars, okay? And sugar itself, it's hidden in everything, okay? If you take a look at our fridge right now, I could walk you over there. Should I walk him over and take a look at the fridge? I should let you see the fridge. And guess what? I only thought about it. It's not like it's set up. Okay? I'll show you how we eat. Okay, I gotta, hopefully, hold on a second. I gotta unplug this. I just want to show you, and this is not like something I set up. So there might be something bad in there. Okay? But I want to show you something. I want to show you that what people believe is good eating is not good eating. It's not good eating. People are eating themselves to death. So you need to understand that. So I'm going to show you what our fridge looks like. And I'm not telling you we're perfect, okay? But I'm going to show you here. This is really awkward, okay? Because this thing is a big stand. Okay, 1 second. Okay, 1 second here. Let me come around. Oh, I don't know if I can do this. Okay, here, take a look. So here, okay, so we do have some sprout seeded bread, okay? We have some mayo, but it's avocado organic mayo. Up here is all juices, okay? All right, okay, so we got some silk. That is organic, and there's no gums in that, okay? You see the juices? Okay, you see the salad? Okay, you see the veggies? Okay, and then there's 3 eggs left. We forgot to get eggs. There is organic butter right there, see? Okay? Welcome to our fridge, okay? And understand something. We don't have to eat, okay, all these chemical foods. 1 second, I know this is not great. We don't have to eat all these chemical foods, okay, and sugars to make ourselves happy. Because guess what? You're going to have to. You know why? Because you got guilt. Because you got guilt, okay? You're not good enough, okay? If I was just good enough, I could have done it. Oh, I don't know why they don't like me, okay? And guess what? You either have guilt or you got sinner syndrome, okay? So now, if you are going to beat up on yourself emotionally, you need to get this, okay? I don't know a lot of religions that I like. Let me tell you that. I don't hate them. I just don't like them. It's like, I'm not going to eat sugar and I'm not going to eat that either, okay? I'm going to tell you something. You are always going to have addictions until you know how to love yourself unconditionally. So you better get it, okay? So, because once you love yourself unconditionally, guess what you get to do? Dump the dose. Dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, endorphins, and you get to dump it all day long, okay? Let me tell you something. We are trying to carry on the biggest projects of our life. And are they going well, Lori? Are our projects going well? No, now I want the truth. Are they going well, or are there big bumps in the last month?
Yeah, they're going.
Huge obstacles like we've never seen. And then trying to get people to work with us and organize them properly and just get people to do what we need them to do, okay? It's because people are so caught up in their minds, okay? So our projects are going well considering that everybody's losing their, you know what?
Now they are.
What?
We straightened out the bumps.
We straightened out the bumps. When? How long ago? 3 days ago? 4 days ago?
3 days ago.
Yeah, but we've been dealing with something that should have only taken a few days, and it's taken like 2 months. 2 months.
Definitely.
2 months. And the reality is this, because you're going to have to learn to be patient too. Don't lose it. Don't lose it, because people are losing it. And the more people that you work with that are losing it, you're going to lose it. But we're not going to lose it, are we, honey? We're going to go for a swim. We're going to go for a walk. We did our stretching this morning. I did my skin brushing this morning. I did my meditation and prayer this morning. So you got to do things to keep you here, okay? Because they don't want you here. They don't want you balanced. They want you dis-ease, not at ease. So I'm going to say it one more time because I think it's really important you get this. You're going to be addicted to things for the rest of your life. I'm not addicted to alcohol. Will I ever have a drink again? Well, I might, you know. Lori and I, we had a couple baby Coronas, didn't we?
Yep.
Yeah. We had a couple baby Coronas about 2 weeks ago. But I ran the Coronas through a structure unit, which means that if there's any chemicals in there, it won't bother me. So then it gives me a better buzz, but it doesn't harm my body. And if you don't believe me, you can pour like your beer and your, can I have a structure unit, honey?
Yes.
You can pour your beer and you can pour your wine, you can pour your liquor, because I know you're going to have some, okay? Not all of you. So don't go, not me, but most of you, okay? Because that's what you need to do, because guess what? You need to get your happy on. And guess what? You are going to pay for it so dearly, okay? Because that sugar is going to give you that dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin rush, but you are going to flush yourself down the drain. And that's why, guess what? COVID's coming back. No, it's not. There isn't any, because viruses aren't alive. Viruses are just infections from people who don't know how to unconditionally love. 1 second.
Your call may be recorded for quality assurance and...
1 second. I just made a mistake here, everyone. Bear with me. I'll be right with you guys. Okay. Boy, oh boy, eh? All right. Okay, so I'm back. Oh, boy, this one ended too. I'm not doing that good here. See what happens? One phone call comes in. Bear with me. Oh, I just did it wrong. Okay, that should have been. Okay. Bear with me, everyone. You know, I do everything to try to have the phone not ring. Doesn't seem to work, though, sometimes. Okay. Anyways, so I lost TikTok and I lost Instagram. I have my own portable studio here, okay? So what you do is we will pour, you can see these structure units on my website. And they will be for sale for Black Friday as well. But you pour anything you drink through here. So if you were to pour your liquor through here, okay, what happens is it structures it, okay? When you pour your liquor through here, it structures it. So it means you're going to get buzzed quicker, but you're not going to have a hangover in the morning. You don't believe me? You'll find out. You'll find out with your Thanksgiving dinner and then your Christmas, and then you'll find out with your New Year's. And try this, baby. Keep it in your purse, ladies or gentlemen. Keep it with you. Pour everything through here so you don't kill yourself, okay? Trying to have a good time. Oh, wow. You know what? I love this one here. And then I'm going to run. But I love this one. And it's, honey, let's go have a good time this Friday. No, I'm going to have a good time all the time. Okay, and that's it. So no matter what happens in my life, everybody, no matter what happens in my life, and I give myself what? 3 seconds to get back and fall in love with myself. Okay, I give myself 3 seconds. I want you to do a favor to yourself. You know the things that really piss you off, okay? What I want you to do is I want you to see how long it takes you to get back into love with life. I'm going to tell you something. You'll know, okay, when you are expanding your consciousness, when you are getting back to source, when you do not hold the grudge, when you do not beat up on yourself or anybody else, when you no longer hate anyone else, anything else, especially yourself. This is when there'll be true freedom. Stop talking about freedom. Freedom only happens in here. And the only reason why it happens here is because you fill up this. If you fill up your heart, if you become heart smart, and you process everything through your heart, you will change your whole life. Because what's in here right now, you're dangerous. You're dangerous. Do you know, starting in January, I will do 9 whole life coach courses. It's all about unconditional love for oneself and unconditional health and healing and unconditional wealth. Just think, after taking 9 courses with myself, 9 courses that is, starting in January, where do you think I'll be? I am so blessed that I teach a course that is about abundance on all levels. And I've taught this course since I was 28 years old. So the reality is when are you going to go and crack the coconut from the inside out? And from now on, and especially coming Thanksgiving and Christmas and all of these things that are coming at us right now, and New Year's, I want you to do this. When somebody upsets you, I want you to take your finger and put it on your heart. And I want you to connect to your breath. And if you can just do 1 of those, and if you do 3, you won't have to clean up a mess. You won't have to feel guilty. And understand, there's going to be people coming, haters, very depressed people, suppressed anger people that you love and you care for. And guess what? They all run programs. And they're going to use you. They're going to use you, okay? They're going to use you, okay, to feed their program. We all run programs. Do you see the program I want to run? Do you see the program that I choose to run? Well, guess what? I put my heart into it, okay? And understand something. I am not deprogrammed yet. Because from 0 to 7, you live in a theta state. And God loved your parents, but they were adulterated. Not mine. Well, then you're blind, okay? But they were adulterated, and they loved you the best that they could. Now, I want you to tell me something. Have you loved you the best that you could? You don't know better until you do better, okay? And I teach better, okay? I'm not after your money, but I have to be paid for the things that I do because they go into, like, I just paid $165,000 to build an app, and I still don't have it paid off, and it's called a Braveheart app that I'm going to give to the world. If they want it. If the people in the world want it. And the reality is this. That's what life is all about. Find your passion, find your purpose, and then gift everyone with it. Okay? And the biggest gift that you can give them right now is that beautiful smile. So keep that smile on your face because that's your protection. I don't care if somebody's threatening you or if something doesn't go your way. Keep the slight smile. Do the lion heart breath 6 seconds in, 7 seconds out. Okay? And remember something. When somebody is irking you because you guess what? You know that you actually run a program with your mom and dad or with your husband or your wife or your children to set them up, to piss you off, to feed the anger that you've suppressed. Okay? And to keep feeding the program that they don't love you like they should or things aren't going that way that you want them to go. Do you know that? Do you know that? This is what I want to wake you up to. And guess what? I don't want anything out of it. I want to just give it. I just want to give it. You'll find out. I've only started. You know what? If you want to do me a favor, just hope that I get more connected to Source. Hope that I have, not hope, but have faith that I, because hope don't float, baby. But have faith that I continue to have lots of energy and that, because I want to see this through. Because I want to tell you, you can have the best, beautiful life ever, even though these families were given the keys to the financial system hundreds of thousands of years ago, and that's why they've got great strategies. You know, understand something. All of the systems out there were built to fail. They were built to fail you. All of the healthcare programs were out there to sell you off by the pound because you believe that, oh my God, this must be as good as it could get because they're professionals. Yeah, they're professionals, all right. Let me tell you something, and please don't take this wrong, but you got to write your own story. You got to be the writer, the director, the producer, and the leading star in your story. You cannot allow anyone else to direct you. Okay? I believe nothing out there. It has to come from the heart. It has to come from the heart, okay? All right? If it's not steeped in nature and created by our Holy Spirit, then I don't want it. And that's it. And I'm not going to buy into it. You need to become the hero that you're searching for, okay? You know, when you go to a movie, nobody wants to go to a boring movie. And understand something. This is a movie down here. It's a life-threatening movie where there's drama, trauma all around, and guess what? And then you walk out of the cornfield and save everybody. So I want you to do that at every given moment now. I want you to stay connected to your breath. I want you to have a slight smile. And I want you to know that you need to be the sunshine of your day. Okay? That's what I want you to do. If you want to take a look at what shows I've got coming up or what's going on, you can go to docofdetox.com and you can look at DocStar TV Guide. Okay, that's what I named it. And eventually that'll be on our Braveheart Nation app, and I'll be having people from all different cultures, religions, ethnic groups coming on there, and they will be sharing their teachings. Okay, people that are teaching people how to unconditionally love and care for themselves. There's many ways to the top of the mountain. This is just my way. Okay, there are thousands of ways better than mine. Okay, or that you can hear easier than me. You know, not everybody's going to go, oh wow, he's really hitting the groove with me. No. There's people that come on here that go, whoa, dude, stop. And there's people that go, hey, I'll take some more of that. So I get it. I don't need to be everybody's cup of tea. And that's why I'm teaching practitioners all around the world. You don't have to come to me. You can go to them, okay? Anyways, it's Monday, and this should be the best day of your life, okay? Let's see if you can walk around with a smile all day long, stay connected to your breath, your shoulders back, and put a hairband on if you don't have a love band that says 3, 2, 1, I got this, Braveheart. And what you're going to do is you're going to snap it every time that you don't want to run that program no more. You don't want to believe in that anymore. This is your world. Make up a new world. Okay? All right? This is your movie. Okay? You're the director. You're the writer. And you're the producer. And you're the main star. And thanks for letting me be in your movie. Have a great day. God bless.